We have had another bird shot last night. We've had a large drone flying over our property, and this is all under full investigation.
It's scary, but it doesn't change my resolve to being here. If anything, it strengthens it and it confirms, like if there's a drone that's coming in at night and killing these birds, like this isn't just a chicken cull. There's so much more to this.
It's terrible. It's a tragedy. Who would want to kill a healthy animal?
Down the road of the ostrich farm here, turns out that some gentleman, I don't know if I'm going to call him a gentleman, but some guy came by the cars, almost sideswiped one, almost T-boned one, tore off down the street. And now this is the morning after one of these ostriches was shot.
Out of this biggest challenge, I just keep reiterating that I think we just want to make the best opportunity, and we just want a chance to test the birds independently and prove to the world that they don't deserve to die.
Dre Amfrey here with Rebel News at the Universal Ostrich Farms in Edgewood, BC. Horrible news today, and it's not that the Canadian Food Inspection Agency has come in for the cull of these animals, but instead a second ostrich has been executed. This time through the night, as campers who are here to protest and the farmers were sleeping. Like I said, this is the second time. We've reported on the first time. The RCMP are on site with Katie Pasitny, one of the farmers, one who grew up here with the ostriches. So I think this is one of the important issues of today, an immediate threat to our freedom to farm, our freedom to have the food we want from the farm on our table, even freedom in science and our property rights, as the lives of these 400, well, it was 400, I'll get to that in a second, 400 ostriches located on a farm in Edgewood, BC, hang by a thread as the Canadian Food Inspection Agency can come at any moment. The birds are not for food. They are being used in partnership with Japan with their robust antibodies to actually, so they say, neutralize COVID-19 and the avian flu. Yet that's all being shut down without further testing of what the farmers and what everybody can see who's here is clearly healthy animals. I'm actually going to shoot to her message that she put to do a statement about what happened. But first, if you are not following this story at all, make sure you check out our special website called SaveTheOstriches.com.
We have had another bird shot last night. We've had a large drone flying over our property, and this is all under full investigation. So please stay with me. Please keep praying. Sorry. It was one of our biggest, beautiful... Okay, sorry. Anyway, it was just reconnecting. I'm out right now. This is an official statement from the farm. So just please keep following us for the accurate information. Do not listen to anybody else. You follow me, Katie Pasitny. Jim Kerr is here. He will be doing some information, letting information as well on this out as it unfolds. But we've had a drone flying over at about 1 to 2 in the morning last night, and we have one of our biggest beautiful roosters that has been shot. We're working with RCMP right now. We're doing all of the appropriate things. Just send prayers and love to the farm right now, and the most loving, healing white light over all of our ostriches that are beautiful and healthy and absolutely stunning.
So absolutely horrific to think that possibly a drone has flown over everyone here and aimed and took sight at a rooster and shot him in the head. This is a photo of the first ostrich who was killed execution style. Her name was Sarah. I'm not sure the name of the ostrich who was shot last night, but this is absolutely sickening. So evil. What more do these farmers have to deal with than the state, threatening their livelihoods as they are with other, if the Canadian Food Inspection Agency does come in and kill these healthy birds. They're Katie's father, which means Karen, co-owner of the farm, Karen Esperson. Her husband is a paraplegic. They are caring for him inside. I've witnessed how hard they're working. And to know that not once but twice somebody has come in and targeted these healthy birds and just ended their lives is so sickening. This is a developing story. Please keep following our coverage at SaveTheOstriches.com. That's where you can go to take action immediately, to go ahead and ask for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency to back down on their plans to cull these animals. That's where you can find all of the background. That's where you can find how to help the farmers if you would like to do that. And that's also where you can help cover our expenses to be here 24/7 as things like this are occurring. Of course, I'm going to interview the farmers about what happened. Stay tuned for that at SaveTheOstriches.com. Drea Humphrey for Rebel News. All right, we just heard the news. Possibly it was from a drone, but somebody has shot one of these ostriches. What do you make of that?
I was just standing around, and I just heard the news as well. I heard it was shot through the head and down its neck. Like, how does that even happen? I mean, what kind of a drone would be flying at night can have that much precision to shoot down a small head down their neck? Like, that makes no sense. I just saw the RCMP here. I was wondering why they came, and found out that's what it was. There was a dead bird found this morning, and I have no idea. Makes no sense, really.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It's completely baffling. I was right there. I didn't hear anything last night, and I had my dog with me, and she's super sensitive to the sound of guns, and she didn't wake me up. And yeah, I have no idea how this could have happened. And the guys who radioed it in, they said it was a big drone. Like, I mean, who has a big drone like that?
This is Pharrell. He's been instrumental in helping all of this come together, sort of one of the behind-the-scenes people. That's what I hear. That's what everybody tells me. You've been a key player.
I used to run a site called Fix It with Farrell. So, I've got my steam truck here. I've got a lot of tools and equipment and things. So I've been handy in helping set up the radio network, which people can communicate for security, etc.
Right.
And so, yeah, I've general dog's body handyman.
So what can you tell us with helping with security about what took place last night? We're hearing a drone came and shot one of the ostriches?
Yeah, well, an ostrich has been shot. Exactly how the ostrich was shot, the only thing we know, a connection with a drone, that a drone was heard around here and also down in Edgewood, the local village. RCMP are out here to interview and get witness statements. That's about it.
I was around the campfire last night with a few people, including security, and we heard security start talking about seeing a drone on radio, and this is not the first time. We see them quite often. So we just listened to the security about it. We saw the drone floating around. It did have blue and red lights on it. We saw it move quickly. We did see a little bit of a light. We're not sure what that all meant, but we definitely saw it, and it's been something that we've been seeing quite often in the evenings. And it's really unfortunate. So this is now under investigation right now, and we'll just see where that goes from there.
Did you already give your statement to the police, or you're still waiting?
I'm waiting right now. We've got head of security talking to him. So I'm actually the volunteer coordinator and one of the logistics leaders here. And we've been seeing these drones every night here.
So RCMP has come up to the farmhouse now. They are taking statements from some of the volunteers, and of course they've already had their statements from the farmers. Now that I have a minute to talk to you again, this story, the farmers are taking on a lot. They're taking on big pharma in many ways because the research that the birds were involved in is not mRNA research, but according to them, it was on the brink of finding a way to neutralize COVID-19 and the avian flu, those viruses that we are told to be so afraid of, that the whole reason why millions of birds are being culled in the first place across the country. That's what they said they were on the brink of fixing in a different way than, let's say, Moderna, who wants to use mRNA and get $600 million to do so. Katie, do you have 2 minutes? All right. I am so sorry to hear the news. So what the heck happened?
So it's undergoing investigation right now. All we do know is there was a drone flying over between 1 and 2 that was quite large. It got everybody obviously alarmed. We're under a no-fly zone. There should be no drones, especially that size. It looked, yeah, it's not someone's personal drone. And then that resulted in a death of an ostrich. And there's a clear entry wound and an exit wound. And so, again, it's speculation, right? It's under investigation, but it very much appears that it would have came from the top down. So just...
What are the RCMP saying?
we're going to do a full investigation, and they're all on board that just to figure out the truth. So we're just going to do some statements right now, and we're under a clear no-fly zone. Yeah. So we're just gonna. There should be no drones.
Any update on the first bird, Sarah, that was executed? No
update on that. Pending investigation, but again, clear entry wound, exit wound from a gun. So this is it's unfortunate, but we do know that this is. I would speculate that this is a higher and above us. This is above. This is not a small person who's doing this. This seems quite large. But the RCMP had contacted Canadian Food Inspection Agency, which Canadian Food Inspection Agency relied that they did not have a drone flying. But again, this is all under investigation. So I guess we'll just update you as the next couple hours go on.
Well, we don't know who it is, but how do you hold up? How do you keep fighting with all of the things that you're juggling? The CFIA, someone shooting the birds. How are you doing this fight and why?
Yeah, it's for the world. We have something here that could benefit animal and human health. These animals don't deserve to die. They deserve to be tested in the appropriate manner to prove by independent testing, accurate testing, not the controversial PCR tests of 2 dead birds that were done in December. And that's all we're asking for, instead of being met with the resistance, to work with us and save what we have here that could benefit the world. Work with us. Let us test the animals. Let us show to the public health and safety that we're okay. There's nothing wrong here. These animals are healthy. They've been so since January 14th. And the world's watching. We see, the world sees, this doesn't make sense.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It doesn't make sense at all what is happening here on the farm, but we are here with our boots on the ground to make sure you are seeing whatever goes down as it happens. If you appreciate our coverage, we have a special website, savetheostriches.com. You can take action with our one-click email. You can find out all the background information, and you can chip in to help support our costs to be your eyes and ears on the ground in Edgewood, British Columbia. What do you make of this being the second time that this has happened? What does that mean?
Somebody's trying to send a message, it looks like. What are they going to do? Kill all 400 of them one at a time? It's crazy.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know enough about the details of when Sarah the ostrich was killed before. If there was a possibility that came from a drone as well. I don't know enough about drones. I don't know what they're capable of, and yeah. So, I think it would be speculation to say that they're related. I don't know enough details about the first one, but if it was a similar sort of way that they died both times, one could draw conclusions.
Okay, so why is it important, even with risks like drones possibly flying over, why is it important to do the fight?
Well, for number one, I must point out there's a no-fly zone over this farm. So anybody flying any sort of sophisticated drone across here is already contravening some sort of regulation with civil aviation, and that's a problem. The birds could be spooked by this, or run, tear off, trample things, push over fences, all sorts of things if they get spooked. So if that is the case, we're not even sure that it was a drone that actually shot the bird. It appears the bird was shot. I haven't seen the bird. I've heard this as much as everybody else via the grapevine, and so it's terrible. It's a tragedy. Who would want to kill a healthy animal?
So does this incident scare you off from continuing to be here and help with the protest?
No, not at all. We're standing our ground here. We feel safe. We're okay. We know that things are under control. And no, I don't feel unsafe right now. It's okay.
You guys won't believe this. After I went into the van to connect with the Starlink to get the footage up, something else crazy has happened. I'm hearing, actually, Elena, can I borrow you for a sec for an update on what's going down? Right after I interviewed you, what do you know about what just occurred up the road? And remember, as I've reported before, they have people on the lookout up the road there.
They do. As far as all I know is that a neighbor that we know that's been unhappy with us being here and the whole situation with ostriches. He was driving up and down the road really aggressively, and then he was threatening to hit some of the vehicles, including one of our team members' vehicles. They were on their way out to do a supply run. That's about all as I know. I was with everybody over at the house when it all happened, and they just all took off to go and investigate, and that's what's happening right now.
Now, advocate for the farm, Jim Kerr, is up on the road, and I see he's posted on his Facebook. I'm going to cut to what he's saying, and now the RCMP are investigating whatever the heck is going on there. This is ridiculous. How much more do these farmers have to put up with this fight for farming, food sovereignty, this fight against overreach, this fight for freedom in science? It is insane. All odds are against them except for the people. The people are showing up. And let's see what Jim Kerr's saying.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're out here in Edgewood, BC. We're just down the road of the ostrich farm here. Turns out that some gentleman, I don't know if I'm going to call him a gentleman, but some guy came by the cars, almost sideswiped one, almost T-boned one, tore off down the street. And now this is the morning after one of these ostriches was shot. Now, we've followed him. We're at his place. The police that were here to investigate the shooting incident are now investigating this guy. This is getting crazy, folks. This is not a good thing, okay? It is not good when people think that they're going to just, like, scream in and put other people's lives in danger. It's not cool. This is where the guy lives. The farm's just over there. And it's a freaking weird thing, man. Did you want to say anything, brother? I'm live.
Okay, I'm just gonna figure out what happened and.
Okay, that's it.
He's not put together well.
So I'm gonna ask him. I asked him not to. I'm gonna talk to everybody and see what happened. Maybe be a traffic charge.
Yeah.
But
I mean, even worse than that, the guy's being a goddamn lunatic. He's running trying to ruin those people.
okay.
Those old ladies.
Yeah, I'll come to. Yeah, I'll be right over there. So
Make sure your gun's off safety, because this guy's put together a little rough. You know.
I'll talk. Let me talk to him. That's what we do first.
That's fine, absolutely. It's just that when shit happens like this, we have to protect ourselves.
Yeah, but what I'm gonna ask you guys: don't follow anybody anymore. Call us, and we'll come and do it.
Well, you better set up a tent here. These people are still coming. And there's lots of them thinking that we're right off the wall.
I know, but I don't want you guys to put in a situation where you guys can get in trouble, okay?
Good.
So please don't.
All right, so the officer is advising us to not chase the guy who's coming in and trying to, and hitting cars, basically. Now, he did not make contact with cars, but he came within inches of T-boning one car, and, yeah. Cops going in to deal with him right now. Folks, this situation is getting out of hand. Drones in the sky, ostriches shot in the head with an exit wound out the base of the neck. This is freaking nuts, folks. This is nuts. Hang on tight. We're going to get you all the story as it develops. Share it out, please. SaveOurOstriches.com. SaveOurOstriches.com.
Unbelievable. As we're getting the other breaking with the ostrich, and I finished interviewing, I find out the police are now investigating something else that happened up the road. Katie is here to fill us in.
Hi.
Katie.
Hi, so I want to just be really accurate here with all of the most, again, I just keep saying we keep giving the truth and the most honest facts from here. So the gentleman, we had an incident that he came down with some aggression down our road. Everybody here, we have a really great team that looks out for any violence and any negativity, because this is not what we stand for here. We nip it in the butt right away. We're here to be peaceful, calm. That's how we've been here almost for 5 months doing this. And they just
went. We had a police officer here from the morning's events, and it ended up really well because he went and he was able to go to this gentleman's house, and he's taking care of that. But it was a local person, and that's okay. I can't really express much more on that. But again, we just have a great group of people here that don't stand for violence, don't stand for any hostility, any aggression, and we just try to take care of that right away by saying, I'm sorry, you're not welcome. So we got handled really well. But again, in light of this morning's events, I think everybody's it's a lot to take in because we're all just standing to try and make the best change for all Canadians and people around the world, and still work with the Canadian Food Inspection Agency and hope we can create the change possible that everybody deserves. So out of this biggest challenge, I just keep reiterating that I think we just want to make the best opportunity, and we just want a chance to test the birds independently and prove to the world that they don't deserve to die.
As you can see, Katie is standing strong, but it isn't easy with all the opposition they have. And they're just such sweet people. Honestly, guys, if you came to the farm, you would know that. It's amazing what they're going through. They are still working on appeal. If you want to help them out, I always link in the articles of my reports, which are also linked in the description box of what you're looking at, on how you can help with that funding. And it's just moving fast as we're here. That's why we're camped out here on the property. And that's why if you're supportive of that journalism, savetheostriches.com is where you can go to keep us here for as long as we need to report on what is happening with this immediate threat to farming and food sovereignty in Canada.
It's scary, but it doesn't change my resolve to being here. If anything, it strengthens it and it confirms. Like if there's a drone that's coming in at night and killing these birds, like this isn't just a chicken cull. There's so much more to this. There's so much more that's going on here. I just would beg people to start looking into the details, start doing some research and learning about what's going on here. And this is just another situation. This is another child pointing and saying that emperor is wearing no clothes. What is going on here?
If you appreciate that, Rebel News gets its boots on the ground to tell you the other side of the story, and it's so often means we are covering examples of government overreach. Then you can take a stand and help support our coverage to be here at our special website called savetheostriches.com.